service, Brittany Olds. Brittany, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having us.
How long has Hearts and Service been around?
A little over a year, I think.
Oh man, that's brand new.
Yeah, still new.
Tell us how it came to be.
So I just started helping people that needed assistance, if they were just upset over being homeless or upset over losing a job, just being there for them and talking with them. And then I realized that little bit goes a really long way in transforming their life. So last time we were here, we mentioned Stephen, and he transformed his life, went from being homeless to actually having a job and an apartment and, really turning his life around. So that's what we're trying to do, is really just take somebody's life and just reach out and love on them and help them turn their life around. So
what's your background before you started this?
I was a stay-at-home mom, actually.
Really?
Yeah, stay-at-home mom, loving on my kids, and still loving on my kids, but now working. I actually got a job to support the nonprofit, so we're working full-time and running this full-time. And
so you're working a job to be able to support your own nonprofit?
Until we get taken off, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have other people? Do you have volunteers?
Yeah, so my church at the Summit on Robinson Road, they're very supportive. And then I've actually connected with a few other churches as well. So that's part of it, is we're trying to connect all these churches to kind of work together to help people out.
So a success, you had the one success story, and that was enough to convince you that this was something to keep going. Yeah,
because if you think about it, kindness is free. It doesn't cost anything. So if we can just really connect people and love on people, and that doesn't cost us anything, why wouldn't we try and do that more?
And today you wanted to talk about, I think this is your first event.
Second event. Yeah, second event.
All right, it's a pastor's appreciation dinner.
Yes.
What's the deal?
So God put it on my heart that he really burdened my heart for the pastors, that they have had such a hard time lately with COVID, especially with COVID. They carry a lot on their shoulders that maybe we don't realize. They're taking on all of their congregation's burdens and their worries and their concerns, and nobody thinks that they might be struggling with that. And so this Pastor Appreciation Dinner is a way for us to show them, we see you, we notice you, we love you, we appreciate you, and just to show them some love and encouragement. And we'll be giving away little gift bags there that have little encouragements in there as well, something to maintain lifting them up and encouraging them going forward, because they really need that support.
And you've done some research on exactly how many pastors we have in Jackson County.
Yeah.
It's probably more than people would imagine.
Yeah, there's about 147-ish, but I know some churches have more than one. So it's going to cost a little bit of money for the dinner. So we're hoping that people will sponsor a pastor. It costs around $20, and that's just for the meal. That doesn't include the gift bag. So. And
you really want to give them a nice meal, because they go to these funeral luncheons and all that all the time.
Yeah. You got to give them top notch.
That's right. So you have a date and a place and everything?
Yep. So Cascade Manor House, October 17th at 7 p.m.
Oh, nice. So that will be guaranteeing a good meal, because it's Cascade's Manor.
Yeah. They deserve it.
What's been the response so far? Have you heard from some pastors that are in?
Yes. So this is a free meal, and I've called a few churches, and actually one of the pastors that I called him and I told him, we want to bless you. We just want you to know, we love you, we appreciate you. And it was a pastor I'd never met, but all pastors, we appreciate them. And he cried on the phone and said, the fact that you even just called me and said, I was thinking about you, that was a blessing. And I'm like, wow, if that was a blessing, imagine the great meal you're going to have at Cascade Manor House. And so I have talked to a few, and they're really they need it so bad. And so that's why it's so important that we do this for them.
Well, I was thinking just this past week, we had the Blue Mass for first responders at St. Mary's Church. And I wasn't in town then, I didn't make it that morning, but they had the celebrants.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, wait a minute, these pastors, these ministers, they're first responders too, because they were there right from the beginning, serving the community, and some of them they never never took a day off.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually, it's funny you say that because one of the things that we're going to give them is a little paper to fill out that says, what can we do for you? Because this is a start of something, so it's not just a dinner. Like, we want to know, how can we bless you going forward? So we were going to ask them, what helps you relax and, helps you kind of decompress from all of the weight you're carrying. And I put in there like a day off. Do you want a day off? Can we give you that, or do you want to go golfing? Or, what is it that you need to refresh yourself and start over and just keep going? So it's funny you say that. A day off, they deserve one. Or a week off.
Yeah, they were the first responders for sure.
Yeah.
And trained.
Yes.
They had to come up with ways to reach their congregation without being able to have them in their church.
Yeah.
So they got very creative and very hardworking and gave up a lot during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah.
So people can help sponsoring a dinner, but what are some other things you want to give them? Gift bags. So.
Yes. Yep. So that's just I pretty much planned on the gift bags coming out of my pocket, so that's why I said $20 will help because it'll cover their food. But if people want to give extra, they certainly can. Or if anybody has ideas of what we should put in these gift bags to encourage them, I'm all for that too. So
you could scan either one of these 2 codes to give right from your smartphone.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you can't do that or aren't able to, how else could people make a donation?
So they can actually just get in touch with me,
Okay.
and we can connect somehow and either meet in person or they can mail it. My address is just our current address, but hopefully we'll be getting a building one day.
Heart and Service 7 at heartsandservice7@gmail.com.
Yep, that
Nice.
too.
Great to see you. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I
Let
appreciate
us know
it.
how it goes.
All right, I will.
Working on a Pastor Appreciation Dinner. Hearts and Service founder, Brittany Olds. Well, that's it. We've